Harold, we're last day of the AMA Expo West. Obviously, this is very hobby-oriented, but one of the things we wanted to do is talk to some of the commercial operators about the difference between the basic quadcopter that we've all grown to know and love over the last few years to taking the step up to operating commercial-grade equipment. Can you tell us about the skill upgrade, the skill set necessary to go from hobby to commercial and the kind of equipment you're using and what it can do now?
Well, basically what we've seen is this sort of revolution of the drones and come their way. I mean, depending on the class or the commercial use that you're going to be using the drone for, it would probably determine best what the unit that you would like to fly. We do at Samy's Camera have the drones that can go all the way from just something you'd want to use for a wedding or a real estate adventure, all the way up to something that could be used for production quality, for motion picture, commercial usage, so on and so forth. As far as the copters are concerned, when you do get up into the large heavy lifter copters, your flight distances and your flight capacities, your weight is up to, well, this particular one is up to 13 pounds, and you can fly about 3 miles away.
Run me through a sequence in regards to a standard commercial mission, what's required, what you've got to do with the machine, what each operator is doing, and how it's done.
Basically, the plans that I've been working with people, it's always good to have a good camera operator, somebody that knows the equipment, knows the lenses, knows the camera. Then you have to have somebody that's also studied the balance of the gimbal system, somebody that can operate follow focuses or pull zooming on those copters. And then it's good to have, and that same technical person could be just as good as a person that's the one that maintains and keeps track of all the little bits and pieces that has to do with a copter. We're talking about safety, probably number one. You're talking about flying around people and crowds and so on and so forth. So sort of the teams that we've been thinking about putting together is one that is actually going to have all those players. You've got to have the creative person, the camera operator, the drone operator, and drone maintenance person too, and then a way that the creative person can communicate with the people that know the equipment in order to achieve the shots that you need to get, and I pretty much would put it together at about a 4-person crew to really do it well.
Are there any modes of operation or aspects of the commercial industry that are just on the threshold right now that interest you? Are you seeing different types of operations that hold tremendous potential?
Wow, I've been a photographer since I was 10 years old, and as far as the latest, greatest ideas, my world is not as much of that world that's site scanning and geothermal and agriculture and so on and so forth. I mean, I think that the biggest market that's always been the biggest market for photography and for this kind of equipment for photography has always been people. I think it's about people from birth to marriage, the entire event, family, and then buying, selling real estate. I think that's still the biggest market. As far as like what's reinventing the wheel, maybe the question that you have here, I'm just more excited about the very, very, interesting and cool imagery that's getting done and can be done now. Both combined with the cameras and the apps that are available right now. And I think it's seeing the world in a different view is really what it's about.
Aero-TV is brought to you by
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Based on the popular Sling 2 LSA, the Sling 4 was designed to be the most practical and desirable lightweight 4-place experimental aircraft on the market. Find out more about this 115 horsepower turbocharged airplane at airplanefactory.com.